Hello everyone and welcome back to another new video. So this video is going to be after receiving a couple of requests. The requests were for explaining how to use OpenTrack so that we can have head tracking. Mind you, it's not the perfect solution, but for now, until we can really get the perfect VR mods, this is somewhat suitable, and it is a bit of fun to use head tracking in some games. Some games do not allow it perfectly because it kind of compete with the right stick of the gamepad, but in some cases it actually works, and you can really work around it, and you have a head tracking. Look left, look right, the camera would move the same way, and it's very immersive. You need to just play with it and see how it works for you, which works for you, whatever games works for you. Just try it. It's free, so why not? So we'll jump into it. We will do it with a Unity game today, not with an Unreal Engine game. It's not one of the NTC Prey Dog games. It's going to be a Unity game, and the game is Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Now it's a free demo. You can download it. In the description below, links to everything that I'm covering. Nothing is new here, you know the drill. So download Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon demo, download it to your computer and run it for the first time so that the computer will set everything up the way it needs to make it run perfectly. The next thing, you know the drill for this as well, download the latest RESHADE, because we're going to use Depth 3D with BlueSkyDefender's RESHADE shader, which is perfect in my eyes. Don't forget, please support modders like BlueSkyDefender. In the description below, there's going to be a link to a little website that you can buy coffee to Blue Sky. That really helps out, and it shows your support, because the modders, they are godsends to us. So when you go into RESHADE, go to download, and the latest version is 5.7.0. I download the RESHADE with full add-on support. Sometimes it requires that to initiate the depth map. I find that helped me a lot with numerous games. So download RESHADE 5.7.0. Also, the add-on support, you need that if you are using Flugen's Geo 3D, which I've covered for a couple of games. We'll go back to that too. So download the RESHADE 5.7.0 with full add-on support to your PC. So after you've downloaded the game, installed the game, ran the game once, got out of it, you're good. Now what we're going to do is we are going to install RESHADE to that demo. So once you have the game installed from Steam, it's a demo. You can basically look for where the game is in case you don't know where it is. Right click on the name of the game in your library, go to Manage, and go to Browse Local Files right here. Fall of Avalon data. Okay, good. This is where I have downloaded RESHADE 5.0.7. Let's run it. Once you run it, you double click on this and you run it. It opens up this warning. This is just so that you know that you might be banned from servers if you play a co-op game. For me, it never happened to me. It's just a precaution so that you would know that if this happens, it's because you've installed RESHADE, and some servers can see it as a threat or as a cheat. So just so you know, we're safe here. So I'll press OK, and then it opens up all this list. On the list, I need to find the Avalon, the Fall of Avalon. So I can either search here Fall, and it shows me Fall of Avalon. If you can't find it, you can just browse it here. Go to that location that you find out through Steam, and just select the location and paste it here and locate Fall of Avalon. Because we found it, I'm just going to double click on it. So we got to this stage. It doesn't show me if it's DirectX 9, 10, 11 or 12. This is a brand new game that's coming out soon. I think it's coming out at the end of this month, end of March 2023. So I'm just going to select Microsoft DirectX 10, 11, 12, press next. And here you can either press next or skip. I usually do skip, and then I am selecting uncheck all and check all. For you, because if you're not using other shaders than what we need, which is the depth 3D, I would only use depth 3D by BlueSkyDefender, but because I'm going to use a lot of other shaders, I'm going to press next and it installs. There you go, guys. It installed all the shaders that I want, and I'm going to press finish. And now all we need to do is run the game and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so here we are. We have Reshade working. We have all the shaders. We'll get back to it. Let's start a new game and see what we can do. I have my gamepad working. I just want to make sure that everything else would work. Now, if you don't know this game, I think it's part of a board game that you can play. If you like Skyrim, I think this is very much relying on Skyrim. It looks similar. It looks great, I think. And also, it is an open world, single player open world, which is what we like. Okay. So look what we have here. I think this is now 3D. So let me activate the Super Depth 3D shader and see if we can get some 3D out of this. Super Depth 3D VR. Oh, and I can see something here. So we are on, let's change this to mixed. I like playing it with mixed. Make sure that depth map view is on. It's on DM1 reversed, and let's increase the numbers. Let's try with 50 first, and as you can see, we see the guy, but it's upside down. This is not the best thing for us because it needs to be flipped. So we can see here we have depth map flip. So once I press on this, the guy will be perfectly aligned. Let's do it 70 so we'll see more. The darker you see the character, the closer it is to the frame, and then everything else will be looking as if it's in the distance. So I can go even higher until we see it really black. Once I get out of this by pressing the home key, you'll see that it's double, like it's SBS side by side, two characters in one screen. So the 3D works. The 3D works. So let me get out of, like, uncheck it. It still remembers. It saves everything you do into an ini file. VRAN. Accept. Confirm. Yes. And here we go. Here we are. We are in the game. Look at this. This looks stunning. Okay, so I'm excited. Let's.
Without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh?
Okay. SU Super Depth VR. Look at this. This is not good. If that happens, go here and try and see if you check the use. That's why you need the add-ons, because that saves our lives. Use aspect ratio heuristics, and now if you go back, I can see everything shaping up. So I will give it a little bit more. What if we go really high, like 800? Probably gonna need to take it down later, but yeah, it needs to be flipped. But here you go. We have depth visible in here.
We just have to get this over and done with.
Oh, the game is running. Let's do 1500 for now. What were we doing in the forest? I don't know. In the headset, I'll probably be able to read this. Stay silent.
Seriously? We've been through this already. Don't make me come in there.
Stay silent.
Okay, I've had enough of you.
Oh no.
I always found it puzzling that these people.
That's how the game starts, eh?
You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell, but them, there's just no excuse for the stench.
Yeah, you can see the aura or you can see the double edge, that's the reshade, but I can probably mess around with it. Let's do this, active to top, so that super depth 3D would be up there on the list. 64, I mean, I can take down the divergence to 25 and see how it looks. It could look better, and it could also be because of the high depth map, because if I take it down, it'll probably be a little bit better. So if I take it to, let's say, 80, it still looks pretty nice. Yeah, that's better. So we don't have that double edge. So take down the depth map if it bothers you. I find that sometimes it just you get used to it. I've been okay, so we have a wheel and everything. Okay, I will open the gate, but I just want to, before we do anything, I want to show you something else. So part of what we want to do is OpenTrack. What I want you to do is I want you to go to a website that it's going to be in the description below, and you're going to go to OpenTrack 2022.3.2 and download the exe file OpenTrack 2022. Once you have it, install it in exe file. It's safe, there's no viruses, totally safe. Install it to your PC and run it. It's called Tracking Not Started, and it's got a little octopus here, which is kind of cute. Now, the options that I use are Oculus Rift runtime, because I'm using an Oculus Rift S. I think that in here you're gonna have Valve Steam VR, so try it, whatever works for you. I think that Oculus Rift S, that's the one I use, so it's easier for me. In the drop menu on the output, use mouse emulation, because what it does, it takes the mouse movement, which is basically in games, the flat screen games, it's the movement of the head, and it will basically take that mouse emulation to the headset. So the headset will be the mouse. You got it right. In here you see that little hammer. Press on this and make sure that x-axis would be the yaw. And these are the numbers that this is the sensitivity that I have. I'm probably going to need to change it. And the y-axis would be pitch. And then in method, use direct input. Okay. In filter, I used Exela, but you can try each and every one and see if it works or not. Now, if I take the headset, I hold it in my hand. I heard the headset beeping. If I press start, you'll see that when I move my headset, rotate it, you can see that the little octopus there is moving accordingly. So now I'll try and be in game, and you can see that I'm not using the mouse, I'm just using my hand. I'm just using the headset, and it's moving. So if I now go into the headset and I will try and play, I should be okay. I should be able to play this game with the controller and look. Now I can see that it's flipped. You can see that when I look up, it's looking down. When I look down, it's looking up. You can tweak it. You can fix it. It could be something in the game. Well, let's get rid of the super depth. Yeah, it's the up and down that is flipped. So I'll try and see if there are options for this. Game camera invert is off. Let's change this to on. Okay. Screen shake off. This is good. Audio. Game. Okay. Apply changes. There you go. So you just need to flip the camera in game and we have it. So let me bring back the super depth 3D. Just make sure that the depth is working. And I know that the guy said that when we leave, yeah, it's working and it looks stunning. let's jump in. I'm going to take my footage off so that you will be able to put your headset on with virtual desktop and press F7 if you're using the virtual desktop on your PC, and if you're on your Quest, aim down, press down, and make sure that you're changing it to half SPS so that you can see the depth that I'm seeing in here. And I'm using head tracking with OpenTrack. Let's go in. Okay, so I know that, don't get alarmed because I have the headset on. I just want to try some things. I want to see what happens when I look left and right, and that means the speed of how much I see. So if I look straight, I'll show you with the headset on. So when I look straight, when I look forward on screen, I'm going to use my mouse. Okay. So when I look forward and when I look to my left, I should be getting to see 90 degrees-ish. And it's just like I want to see the speed or how much it goes. So if I look left, I should be basically more here, right? So I need to change a little bit. It's kind of weird that now it's inverted, the up and down, because it's relying on my head. But for now, I will just tweak it. So there's a couple of things that we can do. One of them is to use the OpenTrack, or let's see if I can use it with the game options. Let's see. Game camera sensitivity, it's on 1. Maybe if I change it to 1.5, apply, let's check. Okay, that's a little bit better. That feels a little bit better. If I move around, yeah, it needs to be faster. It really needs to be faster. Only because now that I have OpenTrack, it doesn't really... It intersects with the head movement. So like I said, not all games work good with this. So only when I stay still and I don't move my head, the sides would work. The right stick would move or would work. But once I move my head as well, that means that it really needs to be a little bit better. So game, what if I take the sensitivity all the way to 2? Okay, so let's see how it works, guys. Let's see how it works. I'm gonna now take my footage, my video off, and I'll turn on the shader on. It's gonna see it in depth 3D. Bring your headset on. Let's try and see how it works. Super depth 3D. Boom. And I'm going to hit F7 on my keyboard so that I will see it with depth, and I'll see you in the game. Okay. Here we are. So I have done some things, and I will share with you what I've done here. As you can see, first, these are the shaders that I'm using. SMAA, color matrix, ambient light, curves, Technicolor, tone map, HDR, fake HDR, where you can see levels and contrast and all that. So now let's in the super depth, it's turned on. Let's do active to top, so it'll be here. There it is. I have changed some things. As you can see, there's a little bit of almost like a fisheye look to it. And because what I'm doing with the virtual desktop, it is attached to, it's snapped to my headset. That means that when I move, it moves with me. But because I also have a head tracking, it basically feels like VR game, which is awesome. Okay, so let's see if we can play this with OpenTrack. This is nice. This is nice. Nice. If I launch this, again, I just want to show you how the depth is. As you can remember, the depth 3D needs to be flipped. If you can see, look how beautiful this is now. The hands are totally black, which means that they are really in front of me. I changed it to 100. It says reversed. And what else did I do here? VM4 mixed. I think you've seen it. What else did I change? Divergent. I changed it to 50 back because it does look okay with all the shaders. 63 for the focus. I can probably do it 64. And that's it. So guys, if you don't like that fisheye, if it kind of disorienting or anything, all you have to do is go into the shader, which is probably the last one. Where is it? Depth map. And it should be in the barrel. So in the barrel the distortions, just turn it off and go back to the game. So now you have it square, and some people don't like it. That's kind of cool. Oh my god, the fire looks nice. Let's do this. Find it. Ooh, that's a nice one. Nice. We don't have anything. Let's see the boots. Okay, it looks weird. Nice. Now, do we have anything for the hand? Oh, oh. Nice. Weapons. Please give me this. Thank you. No. Nothing. Good. I think we're good. Okay, let's continue. Let's carry on, people. You really need to get used to the fact that the head is competing with the right stick. If you can get used to it, you know, it's awesome. If not, then maybe this game is not for OpenTrack. The game that I've shown before, which is Call of the Sea, that works really well because you don't really need to use hands. It doesn't have, the character doesn't have hands. It's more story based and it doesn't require all that stuff that what we have here. As there's no real, you know, battles or anything that you need to be more alert with the right thumbsticks. Here you do. Shh. There's a guy sitting right there. There's two guys here. Holy. Do I need to fight them? Oh, okay. Oh my god. Okay, guys, honestly, in VR, like they can see me probably, but you know how it is in VR. It's so stressful. Like I don't want him to see me or to notice me. So I think if I come to him slowly. Oh. Red Priest. One more. This is so good. Coin. I don't need a dagger, I already have one. Look at the distance there. This is so awesome. There's nothing like this when you can play this in VR. The scale. Oh no. Korma. Like, it's an open world, but it feels very linear, to be honest. Maybe it's just the intro. Oh. Hello. Okay, let's try it again. Yes. I managed to parry.
I am sorry I did not ask for your permission to do that.
Well, guys, I think that this is a good spot to finish for this. You kind of see how it works, how it looks, and how it feels, and this is really, really, really awesome. So the game comes out at the end of March 2023. Something to look forward to if you love Skyrim, if you want to play something that is like RPG, open world, that feels a little bit linear, but oh well. But look at this, this is stunning. It works really nice with Depth 3D. I know that this is not an Unreal Engine game, but for what it's worth, it's a free demo. Free is good. We love free. So guys, give it a go. And until the next time, guys,
We're all here. Meet
here on